Saturday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tesweegi at the desk with the flying purple baseball beaters. The Colorado Rockies started over from scratch to try and fix them. We'll see how well that goes. Tesweegi here. Man, it's been a week, hasn't it? Feels like it has been. Just finished up Wednesday White Weenies back on Wednesday. Next week, Advanced Warioology starts at the same time slot, so we're back to Wario games, so that should be a lot of fun. All my perfect teams stink, which is why I have not been doing any sleep time lately. I have been using the sheet that Your Kidneys puts out to try and optimize them. We'll see how well that actually works. And right now I'm just muddling around with the lineup a little bit. We acquired Ed Sprague Jr. from the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, he's batting okay, I guess. Not with us yet, but I'm just trying to figure out who's our best versus right-handed bat catcher, if it's Sprague or Maxudian, who we also acquired from the Blue Jays. And of course, the Blue Jays are able to do this because they haven't converted Carlos Delgado to a first baseman yet. This team is a fire wagon of a club. Ricky DHing, Barry Larkin, they got signed long-term. Olaru Delgado, the rumor breaker himself, Carlos Baerga, Derek Bell, Devon White, Sean Green, Kelly Gruber. Just an absolute wagon. And you'll notice Alejandro Pena, whom we traded here as part of that Sprague deal. Speaking of trades, it is the trade deadline. We've got a few that I've already scouted to try and make this team marginally better by getting rid of some marginal bits and pieces. So let's head to the trading block, and then depending, and we'll talk through what I have up my sleeve. First off, our big deal is going to be sending Michael Jackson, who has been okay, but pending free agent, and Billy Taylor, bit of a dunce, bombed out of our team twice, to the Montreal Expos for Jeff Montgomery, who has one more contract year, and should be either our closer or our setup man for this season and next. And Dave Martinez, yet another center fielder, because Lord knows we run through these like crazy. I mean, he's also a stopgap because Marquise Grissom is coming to free agency at the end of this season, and gosh darn it, I want him. I covet him, but to trade for him and then try and do a trade and sign would cost us Glenn Dishman, and that's not something I can abide by. Alright, fans are happy we got Monty. Good. I'll deal with the roster shakedown at the end of today, so none of these guys are going to actually be on the club yet. Alright, the next trade we are going to be doing is with the Florida Marlins. We're going to be sending Evan Pratt, who is outspoken, to the Florida Marlins for Mark Bailey, who is a 3-position player and a captain, whom we do not have yet. And that helps both the fans and our team. Once he's been added, he'll actually be like the captain's C. Maybe it's a matter of, Hey, Jacket, good to see you. Gorgo, thank you for the raid. As you can see, we have made a couple trades so far this offseason, adding Dave Martinez, Jeff Montgomery, and Mark Bailey. We have 2 more deals to make. One of which is with the Minnesota Twins, sending Dan Howitt out. Yeah, leader type, but not going to make this club. For Jor Orsulak, fan fave, decent outfielder option. And because he's a minor league free agent, well, I mean, he will be a free agent at the end of the year, but hey, if he plays well, maybe we can turn him into something. All this is with the intent of increasing our fan interest or the leadership we have in the club. And our final trade is to send Jose Oliva to the New York Mets to acquire John Franco to assist with the bullpen. He's having a rough go. Maybe having a new ballpark will help. If nothing else... Oh, wait, he is signed for 2020. Actually, let's back out of this one. We don't need to do that deal. And although I was thinking of trading him, you know what? He's been above wins above replacement. Let's actually give Dickey 1-year extension. No such thing as a bad 1-year deal. We'll take $700K. Awesome, awesome. So we have actually traded players off the major league roster. So we are short pitchers. Yeah, I know, right, Jacket? We're good for batters for the moment. So let's activate Montgomery. As our new setup man. And given that Lamar Rogers has a sore ankle, we've optioned him once so far. 3 option years left. So we're going to start one of those. Demote him. We're going to put Orsulak or Martinez. Both are 50 rated at center. We're going to put Orsulak in, mark him as our center fielder. We do probably need to call up another pitcher, right? Like 7-man bullpen is like the de rigueur. Yeah, it is. Alright, so who's coming back up? Nelson or Radinsky? Not gonna start John McNeese yet. Or Paul Wilson. Compare these two guys. I do like that Paul Wilson isn't that splitty. Or Jeff Nelson, rather. Man, that's not exactly gaudy numbers. Radinsky's just been getting BAPIP like crazy. Alright. Do we need a lefty in the pen is the better question, I guess. We've only got Darren O. Yeah, we'll call up Radinsky. Alright, we're going to get into a game right now with our newest acquisitions. And then we'll do some roster adjustments afterwards to see who goes where for the rest of the moving parts. We're at Candlestick. We're playing the Giants. And then we'll advance to the end of the season, or the end of the game. We're eventually going to get through this whole season, the rest of 1994, before this stream session is out. Plan is to raid into Nersha Bainko, who will then take you to the Perfect Team Championship Series on the official Out of the Park Developments channel. Should be sometime around 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern today. And if you still haven't gotten all your drops at that point, Yukari Kazami goes with Baseball Bingo at 9 o'clock Eastern. Ah, Candlestick. Is what it is. Dickie Thon getting things started off here. We are one game ahead of the San Francisco Giants. Dan Henriksen, the lefty, will be getting the call for the Bay Area boys. Works a strikeout of Dickie Thon. That'll bring up Shane Mack playing left field today. On the ground, and that will be Ozzie Guillen completing the ground out. Dante Bichette batting in the 3-hole, working a 15-game hit streak. That'll make it 16. He wastes no time. It's a 2-out single for Dante B. John Jaha, the first baseman, will work a 4-pitch walk. New acquisition, Joe Orsulak. First pitch swinging, that's through the infield and into center field. Dante Bichette will round third and try to score, and it's a throwing error by the catcher, or by the center fielder, to allow the run to score. Darren Lewis uncorks one and airmails it. Orsulak may get the RBI on that. Rockies with an early 1-0 lead. Here's Jason Bates, the second baseman. High fly ball, center field, Bates will catch this one. So the Rockies have given Terry Clark a 1-run lead to start things off. It's been a rough season for both Clark and the Rockies. Popped up a mile high. Bates will collect it. Here's Royce Clayton, the shortstop, batting .300 today. On the ground, Counsell. Cross the diamond in time. Third baseman, Magadan. Line into left. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Shane Mack did not get a good read on it. It's a 2-out double for Dave Magadan. Ted Wood, the first baseman now. 1-2 from Clark. On the ground, through the left side and fair. That will be a game-tying RBI double for Ted Wood. Steve Hosey, the right fielder. Fly ball deep left center field. That one will leave the park. Terry, buddy, you okay there? That's booted by Counsell. That will bring up Keith Miller, the left fielder. Ozzie Guillen up throwing. Good throw by Ed Sprague Jr. to gun down Ozzie Guillen. Oh, sorry, that was Mike Maxudian, who starts off the top of the second. This game will not even let me have a little bit of sympathy, will it? Last stream we did for the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters, we lost all 3 or 4 games that we streamed. Terry Clark to center field. All right. I mean, 1, 2, 3 inning, decent exit velos. Keith Miller getting a fresh set of pitches here. 1-2. First strikeout of the game for Terry Clark. That'll bring up Kelly Stinnett, the catcher.
Strike 3.
Make that 2 strikeouts.
Strike 3.
Terry Clark strikes out the side after giving up the home run. Second time through the lineup for the Rockies. Here's Dickey. Fly ball deep left field. That's going to scrape the wall and stay in the park. Keith Miller able to haul it in. Shane Mack laces it into left field. That one is just buried at the bottom of the fence. Mack is thinking 3, and he's going to get there. Bichette has no chill. That's an infield pop-up. Guillen makes the squeeze. Jaha with the RBI chance. Slow roller up the middle, not in time. Or in time, rather. 1-2, that's on the ground. Council to second for 1. Bates unable to make the turn. That will bring up Magadan. 3-1. On the ground, Bates to Council. That's a second fielder's choice and the second out. Here's Ted Wood, who got the RBI double last time. Tries to do it again, but Mac is right there. Top of the 4th, Orsulak, Bates, Maxudian. Popped up into foul territory, Magadan squeezes it for the out. Maxudian is able to beat it out. Guillen drops it before making the throw. 1 on, 2 out for Craig Council.
Strike 3.
Strike out. Ugh. He's the only power threat in this. Wow, like they're just running all the subs out, aren't they? What is going on with... Do they just not have any home run hitters? Strawberry's only got 9. Gilkey's only got 7. I mean, I know this is pre-steroid era, but man, oh man. The win must just be murder here at Candlestick. One to Ozzie Guillen. Drill to left center, but a scooping catch by Orsulak completes the out. This one should be an easier one for Orsulak. Top of the 5th, Terry Clark.
Strike 3.
Stepping in against Henriksen, 1 away. Dickey, straight up the middle. Dickey's off and running. What a fantastic jump by the wily third baseman. And that's lined right to Guillen for the second out. 2-2 to Dante Bichette. It's on the ground. Magadan has it, loses it. Third error of the day for the Giants. Can Jaha and the Rockies capitalize? Full count. On the ground, Guillen has it. That will end the top of the 5th. Stinnett with a leadoff single. Actually, let's go corners in and protect that bunt. Bunted back to the pitcher. Sacrifice successful. Runner advances to second. Lewis to center. Orsulak reaches up and makes the grab. Royce Clayton deep to left field, at the wall, at the track, and gone. I'm done with this. This team is driving me bananas. Today's broadcast is powered by SodaStream. Whatever your psht desires. Bunch of minuses, not liking that. Tenaglia is turning into something decent, though. Okay. Hoffman's starting to get his stuff boosted back up. Good to see. Darren Blood is shaping up to be a starting pitcher. Any other trades of note? Oh, it looks like we were the only... Oh, there we go. So Hal Morris to the Padres for Adam West. No, not that one. Jason Marlin's making a deal. Tom Filer to the Blue Jays. Why? Ugh. Lemke actually looks decent there. All right, let's take a look here. Max still does have option years, but he's a fan fave. Sprague has been optioned already, so if anything, we're gonna demote him down to make room for Mark Bailey, who is... we can't do because the 40-man is full. Great. Who are we going to waive to make room? Jeff McKnight. Let's waive and DFA him. Let's also remove the benching of Mad Max. Yay, we actually have a captain. That is nice. Now, as for Dave Martinez, we're going to have to... I mean, Kevin Bass has fallen off. Is Garrett Anderson worth smuggling through for as long as we have as a Rule 5 player? I think we gotta return Anderson from whence he came. Either that or cut Bass. Well, Bass does have option years, so... send Bass down. He refuses to be demoted, so then let's... return Garrett Anderson. Declare that experiment over. Yeah, we've got to have Dante D still with the club, at least until we can move till next year when we can move him to left field. All right, let's do a home game. Play against the Reds. Since we got Gorgo in, it only makes sense that we should take on the Reds at some point. All right, Dickey is sticking around for another season as we are now in the depths of a 4-game losing streak. I mean, June was just bad for this club. All right, Trent Hubbard no longer has his bell rung. Means Alex Arias. We got to send down one of Arias or Bates, I think. I want to keep Bailey because he is a captain, which is something this team desperately needs. Alright, I think Hubbard's just going to be option down. Hey, we broke the losing streak. Orsulak with a pinch hit home run. Nice. Dante B with a hit streak. Hey, we're on a bit of a burner now. There we go. Something clubhouse culture really turning it around something. Alright, so Jeff McKnight has cleared waivers and is now off the 40-man. Right, win a bunch, lose a bunch. Let's do a Jamie Moyer start. Or a Dishman start. Yeah, let's do that. Dishman's usually good for a good game. If we get the good Dishman. It'd be nice to get a win on stream, you know? Rod Steph will lead the Reds onto the mound. (14-9) with this club? Yeah, we're keeping Dishman no matter what. Fly ball to center field. Martinez over. Makes the grab. Reggie Sanders is dangerous. 1-1 on the way from Dishman. Goes the other way into right field. Dante Bichette picks it up on a hop. Throws to the cutoff man. 2-out single. I'll bring up Micah Franklin. That has to be a missing hat file, right? The Reds could not have worn that cap in the 90s. Two-two. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Dishman giving as good as he can get it. Here's Dave Martinez now.
Strike three.
150 strikeouts on the season for Davey Mart. Why does every single center fielder we get turn immediately to a gong show? Dickey beats out an infield single. That's our Dickey. Oh, 2 count. And that will be a double play ball. Gibraltar, the center fielder. Fly ball to deep right center field. That's going to split the outfielders. Dante's on it quick. It's a leadoff double for Gibraltar, and that'll bring up Ken Caminiti. 1-1 on the way from Dishman. Popped up on the infield. Council only has to make a couple of steps. Geronimo Berroa, the left fielder. 1-2. Called
three.
strike three. Here's the catcher Manwaring. 2-2.
Strike three.
Oh, Dishman's got it today. Steph will step in against Jaha, Maksudian, and Mac. Like, I don't think we've even seen a home run for our guys on stream in a long while. Come on, Rockies. Oh, lined right to the second baseman, Robbie Thompson. Come on. Shane Mack, little doink single into right field. That will bring up Bates, the second baseman. Fly ball deep to right. That's going to chase the fielder back, but he's going to be able to make the grab. Sanders comes in and gets it. There's Rod Steff, the pitcher.
Strike 3.
5 Ks on the day from Dishman. He's trying to keep his club in this one. Line drive to left field. Shane Mack acquires it. Robbie Thompson, full count. He's aboard with a walk. First walk issued by Glenn Dishman. Oh, 2. Fly ball into right. Dante B charging in. Is able to get there in time. Scoreless through 2.5. Counsell, Dishman, and then back around to Dave Martinez. Dishman goes the other way. That's going to fall for a base hit. A 1-out single for the pitcher, Glenn Dishman. It's Dave Martinez. Swinging on a full count. Deep to left field into the corner. And caught there by Baroa. Dickey down to the third baseman who boots it. Caminiti couldn't get it out of his glove cleanly. Dante Bichette now, full count. On the ground, Thompson makes the play. Is it like roster construction that we're struggling with? Do we have too many noodle bats? I don't know. Good play by Jaha there. Gibraltar deep to right field, but off the end of the bat, and Dante B is going to be able to haul that one in. It's Caminiti.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Curveball got him swinging. Jaha Maksudian Mack. Jaha to center field. Holds up long enough for Gibraltar to bring it in. Maksudian will work a 1-out walk. Mack, fly ball to right. Diving play by Sanders. Jason Bates now. On the ground to the shortstop, who goes the short way. Through 4, still scoreless.
Strike 3.
It's a strikeout to the back catcher. But Maksudian is able to complete. The strikeout 2-3. Counsell, automatic. Steff strikes out swinging 8 Ks for Dishman. Having himself a game, folks. Counsell deep in the hole, but that's going to be dug out by Owens.
Strike 3.
Do I need to fire our batting coach? Is that what I got to do? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do when your team is consistently under its ratings for batting, right? Oh, man. Leadoff double for Eric Owens. Can Dishman wriggle his way out of another? Fly ball to center. Martinez. Brings it in. Runner does not go. Action in the Rockies bullpen. Dan Michelli getting loose. One-0 on the way. That's a wild pitch. Eric Owens advances to third. Full count. Popped up into right field. That will score the run. The Rockies blink first, and it's 1-0 Reds. Full count to Micah Franklin. Fly ball to left. Mac takes a few steps in. 2 away. Gibraltar now. That'll be a walk, and that'll end the day for Glenn Dishman. Dan Maselli coming in now. Known as a bit of a fireballer, is able to induce a 1 pitch, 1 out. Rockies need at least 1 to win it anyway. Now they just need 2. Dickey down the third base line and fair. That's rolling all the way into the corner. 20th double of the season for Dickey. 2-0 on Bichette. Little looper into right field. Base hit. Dickey will hold at third. Runners at the corners for John Jaha now. Full count. Fly ball deep to left field. Way back and way gone! There's the long bomb we were looking for. John Jaha puts a charge into this one and a charge into the crowd. It's 3-1 Rockies over Reds. Yeah, we're riding Michelli for the 7th, then to Montgomery for the 8th, and McMichael for the 9th. That's the way we're drawing it up. That's the way we're going to play it. Shane Mack, using his speed, beats out an infield single. Bates works a 2-0. Fouls off. Full count. High, ball 4. Runners at first and second now for Craig Counsell. Double steal is on. Mack and Bates both running. Successfully completing the double steal. Counsell 3-1. Little looper into foul territory. That will find the seats. Oh, wait. That was caught. Okay, then. Michelli now batting for himself. Line drive to center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. That's going to be a 2 RBI single for Dan Michelli. Is that his first 2 career RBIs? It is! First career hit. First career RBIs. Dan does it all. Not bad for a Rule 5 draft pick. Lee Guterman out of the Reds bullpen to try and stop the bleeding. And that's exactly what he will do. Michelli has to be jazzed about that appearance.
Strike 3.
Now nursing a 4-0 lead, or 4-run lead. 5-1 Rockies here, 1 out, top of the 7th. Manwaring, line drive single. Back up throwing to keep it. Just that. Tony Fernandez, formerly of the Blue Jays and the Padres. Manwaring is not exactly a fast runner, so don't need to do the hold. Come on, Dan. Fly ball to left. Mack into the corner. 2 down. Aragone's now on the ground. Bates collects. And we're headed to stretch time here at Mile High Stadium. Pat Henkin getting loose in the Rockies bullpen now that they have something resembling a cushion. Dickey floats this one to shallow center. Gibraltar snags it. Dying to Bichette. Slow roller back to the pitcher's mound. 2 down quickly here in the bottom of the 7th. It's been Jaha and Michelli with all the runs batted in for the Rockies. All right, let's take a look at Micah Franklin and Caminiti. Are they stronger v left or v right? Franklin's better versus left. Caminiti, better versus left. All right, so we're going to go with Henkin once Michelli's tired out. Fly ball to right. Dante had him scouted. Diving catch. Little flair for the dramatic there. Quick check-in on Michelli. Sanders through the right side, or left side, base hit. That'll be the end of his day. Micah Franklin now facing Pat Henkin. 1-0. Fly ball to center field. Martinez brings it in, 2 down. That will bring up Gibraltar. 1-0 on the way. Fly ball deep to right field. Dante's got a beat on it, and he makes the grab. Maxudian Mac Bates. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Bates is a little frosty right now, but so 1-2-3 inning. Henkin will face Caminiti, Baroa, Manwaring to try and put an exclamation point on this comeback win. Fly ball shallow center. Bates ranging out to make the grab. Baroa now. Fly ball deep to left field. That one's not coming back. Montgomery getting loose in the bullpen. In case Henkin can't close this one out. 1-2 to Manwaring. On the ground, Jaha. That's the second out of the inning. Greg Vaughn now pinch hitting here against Henkin. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Rockies pick up the win here, 5-2 in the middle game of this 3-game set. Yes. One crooked number was all we needed. Dan Michelli steals the win, his 5th of the season. So that's the game we play for August. We're going to do one more game in September, and then we'll see how the off-season treats us. $11 to 10 wins, a pair of them. Pound on the Expos a little bit. Love it. I mean, this is the kind of a team we were expected to have last year. Really and truly. So I'm not, too upset. Alomar with the Angels, that's interesting. Oh man, what a roller coaster. Radinsky! And nobody looked good on that one, never mind. Alright, Moyer wants an extension. He is a fan fave. He's done very well despite his ratings. And And what he's asking for is affordable. Let's just go with 3 times 300. Let's make that last one a vesting option requiring 15 games started. Cool. I mean, Lord knows we have the money for all this stuff. Blake Stein continuing to develop into a fireballer. He's exactly who we're looking for. And he's a submariner too. Nafi Perez is going to compete for a starting job with Jason Bates next season. Let's deal with all those expiring contracts as well. Now, where's AJ looking? All right, rough go with the Arizona League. But he's only like a teenager, so he's going to be so fun to have with the club. All right, so Bates still managed to get to 10 home runs. Max at least got another contract year under his belt, so I do like that. We got our left field lockdown. Martinez, we're supposed to go out and sign Marquise Grissom anyway. 1.5 wins above replacement as a 36-year-old. And he got a ring last year after we traded him at the deadline, so yeah, we're going to keep Dickie Thon around. You kidding? I love this guy. The question is, who's going to be our catcher going forward? Is it going to... I mean, it is nice to have a fan favorite in Max Sudian. Oh, man, our attendance is flagging. That's one of our goals that we're supposed to meet. All right, we're 10th in the minor league system rankings, though. Hey, now. 9th now. Oh, yeah, we got Orlando Cabrera working his way up, too. Not a bad first season in Single A. Future second baseman Britt Reams. More of a reliever type, but I could see him... I mean, he's jumped 3 levels already so far this season. Brady Stein has also gotten the call up to AAA. And Paul Wilson, who will probably be starting the season with us next year. So everyone who's on the 40-man, yo. Yeah, losing Hostetler is going to stink, but what are you going to do? Maybe we can find a trade partner for him in the offseason. All right, roster expansion. A lot of extra pitchers. Billy Ashley coming back to take over his starting spot in the outfield. I do not like that. It's got to be either Orsulak or Martinez. Well, Martinez has actually stunk since coming over here. What about Orsulak? Not better. So you know what? Let's just let the coach do whatever the heck he wants. Oh yeah, Juan Brea and Trent Hubbard are getting calls back up too, so... I don't like this batting profile. Brea might be a trade target, to be honest. I mean, yes, high gap power is what you want in Coors Field, but I just don't see it. All right, which are we going to do against... Because our home finale is in October. Let's do... Let's do one of those games against Pittsburgh. We haven't seen them. Let's go to end of next week. Jamie Moyer sticking around another 2 seasons, potentially. Oh, and he's got a leader as well. He's not fan fave anymore, but makes sense that we want to keep someone like that. And McMichael chokes against the Mets again. 3rd blown save on the season. Wow, Monty's had a rough go since coming over to the Rockies. That's not good. Let's do Let's do a game against Pittsburgh. Magnanti versus Aroka. Well, we've seen we've seen the Pirates before this season. Who's a bad team like us? The Mets. Okay, so we'll play the Mets. And Ritz is potentially injured. Of course we beat the Pirates when I'm not watching. Torn Labrum. Ooh, I was tempted to trade Ritz as well, so... On to the 60-man with you. Hentgen moves into the rotation. Let's do this Sunday game against someone with a 40 ERA. Moyer starting. That's what we want to see. We want to see Jamie Moyer. Jamie Moyer versus Dwight Gooden. Okay. And of course, Fernando Vina with Mr. 35 power launches it to the left field gap. A leadoff double for Jamie Moyer. So corners in, try to guard against a potential bunt. Willie Randolph down to John Jaha. Infield is in. And shifted left to try and stop Greg Jeffries. 2-1 on the way. Good gobble by Council there. That'll bring up Jay Buhner. One, two.
Strike
Moyer froze him. And the leadoff double does not come around to score. Here's Doc on the way. Shane Mack strikes out on an inside curveball. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I did Wednesday. I guested on DishNet's stream for playing a little bit of eBaseball WBSC Power Pros, the first English release of a Power Pro or Power Puro game in 15 years. Learning curve is steep, but I've been able to play a little bit more online, and I have a 4-3 record in that. Might figure out how to stream that here once I actually get a capture card, if I ever get a capture card. It is available for Switch and for PS4 for only like, what, $1 US? The NPB rights basically are the other $60 of that software cost. Mike Stanley up next. You're against Moyer. Runners on first. That's into the shift. Counsel to Bates. 1 out. Stanley is not a fast runner. Daryl Boston now. Lefty on lefty matchup here for the left fielder. Lined into right. Dante is just going to let that drop in front of him. Guns to third. Not in time. Smart base running by Stanley. That will bring up Ledesma. 3-1 count. On the ground, Dickey's going to go around the horn. Nope. Just a fielder's choice. Bates couldn't complete it. Here's Dwight Gooden now. Fly ball to deep left. Mack in front of the track. Brings it in. Jaha, Hubbard, and Thon now. Jaha, fly ball into left center. That's going to fall. That'll bring up the catcher today, Trent Hubbard. Hubbard to center field. Willie Randolph will make the grab. Oh, sorry, Howard Johnson. Dickey will strike out on an outside curveball. Gooden has that pitch working for him today. Counsel now.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Infield pop-up. Counsel snares it. Here's Willie Randolph. 1-2 on the way from Moyer. Charging it is Counsel. He's able to get the first baseman out. That will bring up Jeffries. 0-1. On the ground, right into the shift. Counsel makes short work of him. It'll be Lamar Rogers, Moyer, and then back around to the top with Shane Mack. Line drive single for Lamar. Moyer bunts this one foul. Make that 2 foul. That's a ball, but Lamar Rogers does successfully get to second base. Jamie Moyer can't bunt worth a lick.
Strike 3.
Shane Mack will strike out. Here's Jason Bates batting second today. Why is Jason Bates batting second today? I'm going to have words with my manager about their roster construction. Moyer into the top of the 4th now. Jay Buhner brings the boom. That's a 2-0 Mets lead. Howard Johnson to deep center field. Lamar lines up. 1 away. Into center field. Lamar comes in. 2 down. Daryl Boston. The 1-2 on the way.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Hubbard has to go collect it. And that he does. 2-0 Mets.
Strike
This is
3.
vintage Dwight Gooden coming out with 6 strikeouts now. Jaha will beat out a single. Stanley doesn't exactly have the best catcher arm.
Save.
He's able to take advantage and pick a pocket there. Dickey now. Hard hit right at the third baseman. But Jeffries is able to come up with it. Ledesma, Gooden, and then back around to Vigna. Ledesma is plunked. On the ground, Bates over to first. 2 down. Extra insurance marker standing at third. Moyer is starting to flag a little bit. One, and that's a wild pitch. Ledesma will score. 2-2 on the way to Jeffries. On the ground, Council has to wait for the runner to clear. 3-0 Mets. Close play there. Infield hit. Vigna just couldn't come up with it. Moyer will be pinch hit for. Here's Kevin Bass. Or Bass, rather. Floated into shallow right center. Runners at first and second. Pinch hit single for Bass. Mack now. Through the left side, base hit. Making the turn will be Lamar Rogers. Mets have first and second with 1 out here for Jason Bates. We got to do another pinch hit here. We can go to Arias for defense. Let's strike while the iron is hot. Dave Martinez. Pinch hitting here. 2-0. Fly ball to center. Dante Bichette now. First pitch swinging. Right through the middle. Base hit. Howard Johnson has it. Good base running by Bass. 3-2 Mets over Rockies. Jaha now with a chance to tie this one up. That will just be a lazy fly ball to left. But hey, Rockies making a game of it. Martinez will enter the game and take over at center field. Tim Scott takes over as the new pitcher. Actually, if we're looking for offense, let's go David Bell at third. And then Dickey moves to second. Tim Scott now coming into the game for the Rockies. Down just a run.
Strike 3.
Gets the first man he sees out. Full count to Howard Johnson.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Between Davis and Christensen, who are we going to turn to here? Now let's get Christensen up. We may need to turn to him in the 7th. 0-2 on Mike Stanley. Strike out the side, Tim Scott. Heck of an inning. Hubbard now works a 3-0 count against Gooden. Inside ball 4. Dickey now playing second. Little dribbler back to the mound. Goes to second for the first out. Council now. Drill to right center field. That's going to sit on the warning track, and the runners are off on their horses. Craig Council with an RBI triple. This game is tied.
Hey.
David Bell now with a go-ahead run at third. He hits it right to Jeffries. Mike Maxudian off the bench. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Max will take over behind the plate. Ending Trent Hubbard's day, Jason Christensen will come in and pitch. Sammy Sosa pinch hitting here for the Mets. Oh no. Yeah, we gotta go him, then Michelli, then McMichael. Otherwise, the rest of the bullpen's just tuckered out. Two on the way to Sosa. Lined past a diving Council and into left field. Selly getting loose in a hurry. Full count to
Strike
Ledesma.
3.
Called strike 3. Gooden will bat for himself here. And a throwing error by Maxudian moves the go-ahead run to third. Corners are in. Gooden, fly ball to left. Good grab by Shane Mack. Now it's Vina. Can Christensen wriggle out of this one? Nope. Vina continues to torch the Rockies. Council will end the inning. Mac, Martinez, Dante Bichette against Dwight Gooden, who has held firm and now is once again in line for the win. Jeffries fires down to first, 1 down. Dave Martinez first pitch swinging. Fly ball out. Dante Bichette. 0-1. Lined into left. Base hit. 9th hit of the day for the Rockies. Jaha now. Deep to center field, but playable. Howard Johnson just waits. Dan Maselli coming into the game to deal with Jeffries, Buhner, and Johnson. Trying to keep this a 1-run game. Dribbler back to the mound. Shelley makes short work of that. Buhner now, 1-1. Floated into left field. Mack charging in, 1 away. Johnson, the center fielder now. On the ground, Council collects. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Rockies need 1 to tie it. McMichael getting loose in the pen. Gooden's still out there. It'll be Juan Brea, the 20-year-old, coming off the bench. And he's going to ground out to Ledesma. Dickey in a bit of a schneid right now. Beats out an infield single. There you go. Council will be taking the rest of the day off. Joe Orsulak will pinch hit here. Up the middle, gonna be a close play. Infield single. That's a pair of infield singles, and that will finally chase Dwight Gooden from the game. Wally Whitehurst. Dickey's got some speed. Orsulak's got some base running capabilities. David Bell now. Runners at first and second, one out. Both runners are going. Stanley's up throwing, not in time. Full count to Bell. Popped up on the infield. Are you kidding me? Come on, Max. Through the right side and fair. One run will score. Orsulak will hold. This game is tied. And it's Shane Mack with a chance to hand the lead to the Rockies. Man, talk about a good trade. 2 wins above replacement since coming over from Minnesota. Mack down to third base. Jeffries has it. Throws to second, and there will be tie game here. Alex Arias will check in and play shortstop. Will check in and play second. Greg McMichael will come in and pitch, batting seventh. If there's ever a spot for McMichael to get a hold, this would have to be it. Yes, EPC, let's go Rockies. First pitch, down to David Bell, who boots it. Second error of the game for the Rockies. Sosa on an 0-1, out in front of Maxudian. He goes to second for the first out. That'll bring up Eddie Murray, pinch hitting. Fly ball to center. High arcing curve. And a good grab by Martinez. Omar Garcia, the new center fielder. With 2 out here in the top of the 9th. First pitch swing. Dickey converts to Arias. Wally Whitehurst will face 2, 3, and 4. Man, it's a good thing we expanded the rosters. Who is least tired? I mean, we got to go with Monty here. If we need to. Martinez strikes out swinging. Here's Dante Bichette. 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outer half. Are we going to see extras? Fly ball to right. Sliding grab. Given that McMichael only needed 5 pitches to set down the Mets last time, which is kind of incredible, he gets a second inning of work trying to will this team to a win. Fernando Vina continues to scorch the Rockies. Willie Randolph now. Runner goes. Maxudian up throwing. Not in time. That's 2 stolen bases in a row now. Jaha holds the runner. 1 down. Jeffries 0-2. On the ground. Now it's Arias who holds the runner. Are we going to wriggle our way out of this? Come on, Greg. 1-0 on the way to Buhner. Nope, we're not wriggling our way out of this. It's his 30th home run of the season. Mets take the lead. Bounce down to third. Bell makes the play. I don't get it. Why do the Mets have McMichael's number? Joe Vitko. Arias gives way to Bowie Rodriguez. Should I have just pitched around him? Mark Bailey will pinch hit here. Tim Davis and Jeff Montgomery getting loose in the bullpen.
Strike
Not
3.
necessary, though. The Mets have beaten the Rockies 6-4 in 10 innings. Ah. Buhner. So we got swept by the Mets. 4-game losing streak. I think we gotta to face it that this team is not good. And we're in the 4-team division here too. All right, so Jays clinch the East. And with over 100 wins. They are the first team to clinch. Oh, the Braves have also punched their ticket to the postseason. The Orioles will be have won the wild card. Mariners are in. Joe, you're leaving at the end of the season. Also, if you want to start, play better. Man, the Padres are making a game of it. Twins still have to fend off the Brewers and White Sox. The Mariners are going to the postseason in 1994. 1 year ahead of when they actually did in 95, so the Kingdome will be rocking. Braves get past the Expos. The Astros have a 2.5-game lead over the Cardinals, who are themselves holding the wild card spot. Dodgers haven't sewn up the West yet. And the Padres are making a push for that wild card spot. We maybe have the chance to play spoiler in our last game of the stream and our last game of the season. That would be fun. Because otherwise, manning a team that went from a 500 record to potentially 100 losses, not fun. Our thumbs need to be going in this direction. All right. One game from Houston to St. Louis. One game from St. Louis to San Diego. One game from Milwaukee to Minnesota. That whole division's under 500. Oh my lord. And McMichael is starting to slip from our closer spot. So we may have Montgomery taking over that spot in due time. All right, so Magnanti. Oh, wow. So yes, Dante's gotten fewer hits, but he's still equaled last year's double count with 50. That's ridiculous. Maybe we do need to refocus on gap power, guys. I don't know. I don't like that Jaha had a step back, but maybe he'll improve if we keep letting him. Shane Mack, fantastic season from him. Love it. Now all we need is a competent center fielder. Hello, Marquise Grissom. They only have $14 million in committed salaries for next year. I mean, we definitely have made more money, and we got Coors Field showing up next season, which is going to be amazing. So, one more game, one with playoff import. We host the Padres. If they win, they need one other team to lose, and they're into the postseason. Alors, the good Quebecer Real Cormier getting the start for the Padres. Some of these games should have been already underway. What about Houston? Houston is at home against the Reds. Jeff Juden. So it'll be Mike Magnanti taking the hill. We at least avoided the 100-loss season. Small graces. And Billy Ashley misplays the first hit of the game for a double. Sorry, that was Dave Martinez. Here's Tony Gwynn. I mean, it's nice to face the Padres. I just wish it wasn't under these circumstances. And now we have to deal with Gary Bleeping Sheffield. Full count on the way from Magnanti. Call, or that's a ball. Jay Payton. Deep to left field, and Magnanti may not have it today.
Strike three.
Padres want that postseason spot. Houston leads 5-4. Cardinals tied with the Mets. The Padres pay you guys off at least. I wish. I don't know if that was a meatball that got served up, but Magnanti, I am not thrilled. I mean, the starting rotation is all spare parts. Let's be real here. All right, Dante B, 2-out single.
Strike
Jaha
three.
strikes out. Cardinals have taken a 4-3 lead. That combined with the Astros leading would mean that the Padres are at risk of losing their postseason bid. So it may be for naught anyway. You know what, let's skip ahead to like the 7th. Houston leads 8-7. Ugh, you know what? We don't need to see the rest of this. Padres win 7-1, but was it enough to get into the postseason? No, because the Astros and the Cardinals both won. They tie for the NL Central. So we lost 98 games. Worst team in the National League. Only the Royals were worse than us overall. So we got the second overall pick in 95 at least. I don't think there's a game 163 for a division lead if the other team then makes the wild card. I could be wrong. Because, I mean, what's the difference? You're still making the NLDS. Oh, there is a tiebreaker. Okay. My mistake. Tiebreaker goes to the Astros, who clobber them 16-2. Whew! And worse, they actually use their like bullpen guys instead of an emergency pitcher situation. Right, we still got to deal with all those coaches. Crud. Okay, so team trainer. Let him walk. I like Eric Torres. Let's extend him. Teach hitting good. I wonder if he can do better than Eduardo Perez. Punt. 1 year. I like Chad Tauber. Let's extend him. Give him 3 years. Brian Donna can walk. Jamie Padua can walk. Bermudez can walk. And Rames can walk. Okay. Glad we got that taken care of. Dickey wants to go to a contender. I just extended you, buddy. And I can't trade you yet. It's not the off season. Sim through to the end of the postseason. Blue Jays sweep the Orioles. The Brewers upend the Mariners. Uh-oh, Blue Jays might be a tank. Terry Clark injured. Whatever. It's Jays and Braves. What you should have been... Oh, 118 wins. Holy smokes. That is a record. $118 wins for the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays fan in me is over the goddamn moon. How did they do it, you ask? Oh, simple. Carlos Delgado might have just won the Triple Crown. At least he did for the team. 8.1 wins above replacement as the catcher. Ha ha ha. Wow. Ricky Henderson putting up 37 home runs. Unmotivated Mike Tuchis. Barry Larkin contributing. Another almost 8-win above replacement season. Melito Perez, 28-4. A season for the ages, even if his postseason has gone exactly sideways. What on earth? I had my eye on Melito as well. I just wasn't going to pay him that much money. Jose Silva, 19. Okay, so like there's a bunch of clubhouse cancers, but when Kelly Gruber is the worst guy on your roster, you are doing pretty well. They called up Sean Green ahead of schedule. If I'm not mistaken, that's the third year in a row that Jason won the pennant. Yeah, but they lost to the Braves last year, so this is a rematch. Dave Martinez wants out, whatever your pending free agent. Jays up 7-2. They have the dreaded 3-1 series lead. Are they really going to blow a 3-1 series lead? The Toronto Blue Jays are the champions of baseball, dunking a 5 spot on them in the first. And a historical season comes to its conclusion. Yeah, Melito Perez, I don't know if it was just fatigue. Bad postseason. Bless you, boys. Okay, so Ken Griffey Jr. won the Triple Crown and had a season for the ages. No wonder the Mariners got dragged kicking and screaming to the postseason. Okay. While the game chugs away, I'm going to take a short break to refresh my beverage. Be right back, folks. See if there's any other interesting things we can spot here. Mark McGwire tied Ken Griffey Jr. for the home run chase at 58. Ryan Klesko right there with him. Deion Sanders with 77 stolen bases. Man, the game certainly was different back then, wasn't it? So yeah, 94th season underway. Jays win 2 of 3 World Series. They built a wagon. I mean, maybe I should have played as them? Shrug? Oh well. Now, you may have noticed that there is no JPBO in this save. I have made the idea, or made the conscious decision not to include JPBO in this. I want this to be as authentic to real history as possible, which means no fictional players. What I will say is I do want to bring JPBO on stream for next year's game. Out of the Park 24. I think that's a thing that needs to happen. All right, welcome to the off season. Yeah, just a terrible score. I know. Play close to 500 ball. Hey, Darko Days, thank you for the follow. Increase attendance up to 42,000. Fan loyalty is increased. Let's keep the ticket price where it is. I meant to click there. Alright, so we do have the maximum player development budget. And we're almost over the baseline for scouting. So let's get up to the baseline. There we go. Gotta remember inflation's a thing. At least we got enough cash. Alright, so let's see. We've got a whole bunch of personnel to replace too. Covet you, Roy Halladay. A-Rod's already up with the Giants now. This is great. This is swell. We got to get a position player next draft. We absolutely need to get a position player next draft. All right, let's start the off-season fun by going out and getting a new team trainer. Where's my preventions? I think our best choice is here with Christian Mendez. Yeah, let's lock him up 5 years. Let's go with Butch Benton. Salem Avalanche. Let's get Chris Lawson. I spare no expense when it comes to the minors. Go with Bermudez for pitching coach, for hitting coach. JJ Rames. Oaks, Marcus Cooliver, already given Bermuda as a contract, so let's go with Pennington. And Williamson. All right, so everyone now has offers. Let's take a look at arbitration. So guys who are walking: Bailey, Bass, Martinez, Orsulak, Rohrmeyer, Hill, and Oliva. This is all fine. Because Mark Bailey was trash, and I'd rather sign Marquise Grissom to be our team captain. So, Terry Clark does not want to talk shop. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll try and go to arbitration with him. Magnanti. Let's give him 419 grand. Uritz. I mean, all these guys are supposed to be replaced by better pitchers in due time. Radinsky somehow still wound up with a positive wins above replacement. Tim Scott. That's... I think we trade Tim Scott. And Jaha, well done, sir. You are definitely going to be getting a big pay increase. Jeff McKnight, later chump. Phil Stevenson, later chump. All right, so Scott, McKnight, and Stevenson are all available to be traded around. It's a shame that Dickey wants to leave as well now that we just extended him, but maybe someone will take him. We've got Bell anyway. Do we want to get Frank Viola and his massive contract? We may just end up doing a deal with the Cardinals to get Viola just to get an extra pitcher. Okay, that's a little better. So Stevenson and Scott does better than Dickey. Eichhorn and Worrell are both available for a price. Worrell looks like the better of the two. Although it might have just been luck considering Worrell had a BABIP of 267. Well, his Sierra's still better, and his FIP's still better. So you know what? We're going to go with the cheaper of the two guys, Todd Worrell. Ask the Jays to retain like half. Okay, we're not including Bates or McMichael in this. Hey, there's always room on this team for better bullpen guys. Always. You know what? Let's actually flip over to the Cardinals and see what they'll take for Viola. Better than who we got. He's only got 2 more contract years, or 1 contract year and a team option, which I'm happy to buy out. Yeah, Ken Hill was bad. So let's go Dickey, Stevenson, Scott. And the Cardinals are a contender. What would you need to go to 50? How do we threw in a Jose Oliva? All right. Sorry, Dickey. You wanted to be traded. Good luck. We're gonna miss you. I think that actually works out positive for us on the wins above replacement, barely. Yep. We have made our team marginally better. Shame about losing Dickey, but whatever. Let's shop McKnight and Oliva anyway. Oliva stinks, and he's Rule 5 eligible. That's why we're looking to move him. Being lapped by other better players. Tigers are happy to take him off our hands, though. You know what? Let's just see if we lose him in the Rule 5. I think we're done here. Let's get to the ARB hearings. I'm hoping that the Expos did not extend Marquise. Still a pending free agent. He is who we're going to go after in a big way. Not even in his prime yet, or like edge of his prime because he's in his late 20s. All right, whole bunch of contracts being signed. Nice. Jaha, Magnante, Radinsky, Ritz. Looks like we're only heading to arbitration with Terry Clark. See that? We really want to put Mike Lynch as our third baseman? Not yet, I don't think. Boyd Rodriguez might be better. Literally anyone. All right, all of our trainers have been taken care of. Let's see how we got our golden gloves. Did we get any? No, that would require us to be good. Silver sluggers. We have none. This year really was just a complete regression. No, you're not getting Dingman. He's coming to the team next year and he's going to be amazing. That'd be a fun concept for a stream. The yes man. Any trade deal that the AI sends you, you have to say yes to. Craig Burton wins Rookie of the Year in the American League. 3.9 wins above replacement. He never did that in the real world. So good on Craig. Cito Gaston wins Manager of the Year, otherwise known as Best Team of the Year award. We absolutely should be promoting Mike Eden. Alright, so Mike Eden is personable. But if we fire Sidwell, do it just about the same. Eden can cover catching and infield. Oh, that is an improvement. Okay. So let's promote Mike Eden. We're going to fire Sidwell, later Chump. We're going to promote Kenny Kuhn to manager. We're going to promote Mike Eden to bench coach. Yeah, that looks halfway decent, actually. If anything, we should look at an improvement in our running game. Probably by getting rid of Aaron Rubenstein. Yeah, so let's send him on his merry way. Bye-bye. Personal, easygoing, personable. We don't have any easygoing. We do also have normal, 3 normal, so I wouldn't want to go with him. You know what? Just for like a 1-year option, let's bring Blackwell in. I do not like this ability to poach coaches. But I do like that we now have better infield defense. I like the staff rules have improved. And a bunch of guys that have good relationships with our team. Blackwell wants more money. I'm not going to give you extra years. Oh gosh, all the first base coach options look like Plonk. We may need to promote from within. Let's see here. We're looking for teach running and in-game running. Man, we have way too many coaches. Let's. It's not the greatest when it comes to team makeup, but let's go with Bill Gilpin. Wow. Sparky Anderson, eh? What a bench. What a stats guy. Does not want to come join us, though, of course. Maybe I should have kept the guy we fired? Alright, we got Bill Gilpin. On a 1-year deal, literally until we find someone better. Alright, so we've gotten to arbitration. Has anyone thrown anyone on the waiver wire yet? No. That'll be winter meetings time. We got to throw some guys on the waiver wire. All right, Terry Clark. We win our ARB deal. I mean, Terry's probably the next guy to go. 6-19 with this club. I also don't like that Magnanti's stamina has plummeted precipitously. Archimedes Lugo with a change oof. Karkovice. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone had some good declined arbitrations. hard, but not impossible for Mr. Marquise. In terms of stuff, guys, there's some decent options out there. Adding Langston, oh, he's a type B. We really want to give up a good draft pick? No, we do not. What about stick guys? Galarraga, who joined the real Colorado Rockies, but isn't going to join us because we've got Jaha. Strawberry, eh. I also noticed that Terry Pendleton is available, having won a World Series with the Braves. But no, the winner is we're going for Marquise Grissom. He wants 9 years. I don't feel comfortable lowballing him. If anything, actually, let's pay more for those years and pay less for these. We have the budget now. Dropping $4 million on one free agent would be ridiculous. I'm not opposed to it. Alright, let's rejig this. Trying to come in at a good AAV for him and a good AAV for us. Let's try this. Decent offer, okay. I mean, a 9-year deal to a guy who's 27 is a lot better than a 9-year deal to a guy who's in his 30s. Given the aging curve, given the lack of injuries that Marquise has sported, I think that'll play. Meanwhile, Russ Ortiz has turned into an absolute fireballer. He's going to be fun to call up. Jay Tesmer's ready to go. Darren Blood should be a starter. We've got guys ready to come up. Spring training this year is going to be such good fun. These guys like Arias and Bell. Let's get a scouting report on David Bell. I think he's our third baseman of the future. Now that we managed to sneak him through the Rule 5 pick. Oh, the Orioles lost. Wow. Ben McDonald apparently opted for free agency. Wait a minute. Marquise is a type A free agent too, isn't he? No compensation. Okay. Whew. That's why he's commanding so much money. Yes, AVC. Let's develop some pitchers. I'll wait till the winter meetings to see if there's any other deals to make. But getting a marquee, haha, free agent like Grissom and a team captain, I think that's the... And again, it's a player from the Expos. Not Larry Walker this time, but Grissom. I think that seals this team's fate. I do like the balanced bat. The defense can be overlooked and worked with. All right, Hall of Fame voting. Vita Blue. Guidry. Mignoso. Schmidt. Tony Perez. Let's see if we can get Ted Simmons in this time. El Tiante. Suter. I gotta have at least one Bob on it, so Bob Grich. And Concepcion. I'm a big haul guy. Kurt Schilling to Toronto. Mark Langston to the Braves. 1.26 mil, that's it? Wow. All right. I think I'm okay with this. What I would do is just drop 100K off every year, except the out years. And offer him an opt-out after year 6. Year 5. No, let's not do an opt-out. I want Marquis. So I do see Paul Sporer is streaming right now. We may raid into him instead of Nersha Bayenko. The Big Hurt is on the trading block for some reason. Oh, pending free agent, that's why. Fryman's available? Oh man, the asking price has got to be ridiculous. All right, since we have 4 catchers on the 40 man, I mean, Brea probably looks best as a second baseman. The avoid case bugs me. Let's call it Bollock. Send Lynch down. Alright, so Eric Davis is eligible for the Rule 5 pick or draft, but whatever. Anyone else that I need to be worried about? Not really. Okay. Whitaker, Tony F. All right, let's look for our stuff guys and our stick guys. There are no stuff guys on the market. What does the Mets want for Sosa? Barkley, Cabrera, or Dishman? No. No, no, no. Okay. Why do the Tigers have Fryman on the trading block? Oh, pending free agent, that's why. I mean, the infield is an area of improvement that we need to look at too. Let's be real here. Bates has been good, but I don't think he's a savior by any stretch. Certainly not with a bat. All right, Lou Whitaker does not want to come to the Rockies. I don't blame him. Oh, right. The other consideration is we can't make any trades until we know if Marquise is coming here or not. We really did put all of our pigs in one, or all of our eggs in one basket. Be a fun basket, though. Schilling to Toronto for 4 years. That's interesting. Ramon Martinez to the Twinsies. So the free agent market moved pretty quickly. The Rangers picking up Jimmy Key and Kevin Gross pretty quick. Langston wants to go win a ring. And Slick's already off the board. He's headed to the Doyers. Oh, wow. Armando Benitez. Oh, yeah, I did get Viola. That's true. Armando Benitez. Talk about a stuff guy. To the Athletics for Paul Molitor. That's a DH. Oriole's still trying to be good. Don't do it, don't do what? Marquise Grissom deal? Terry Pendo to the Brewers. Oh, no, I'm not acquiring Benitez. I just think it's neat. I mean, I have Benitez on 2 of my theme teams. Oh man, the Reds are gonna make us pay. Do we really want to sink all of our budget room in Marquise Grissom? Whew. Is there anyone else out there who we'd spend the money on? Reedy, Bream, Mattingly. Hayes. I mean, we've got Bell, who's coming up. Second base is not exactly the best. I can get behind Nelson Liriano. No, we already had him, and he was not that good. We included him in the deal with Dickey. Man. Let's look at the finances report. That may be the deciding factor. I mean, we can afford this, considering we're in like the surrender squad side. Wow, the Yankees are paying no one. Holy smokes. What do they want for Bernie? Nobody. Okay. That's a shock that the Yankees are just doing all-out arbitrage. I mean, they're also dead last in attendance. Steinbrenner. So the question is Marquise Grissom... I mean, the signing wouldn't even put him on the top 25 contracts. Now I'm just seeing if we could get any of these guys. Impressive contract for McDowell and impressive results. Wow. Folks, should we hike the offer for Marquise or let him walk? The backup options are guys like Steve Finley. Carmelo Martinez. Oh, he's wrecked. Dave Martinez, who we pissed off enough and played poorly. Orsulak, who was replacement level. All right, so I'm gonna restructure this contract a little bit. Let's focus on bringing down the out years and peaking the current years. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I mean, he is the best center fielder in the market by a mile. We have to pay the bad team tax, naturally. Oh my God. And now the price starts with a 5. This would be all of our budget. I mean, I don't even know why the Reds want him. They've got Gibraltar already. Do the Reds want to trade me Gibraltar? I mean, Ken Griffey is a pending free agent. I know you're a chaos monkey, but you don't have to live with this contract if he signs. There's enough potential trade targets out there. I do, yes. So if we take a look at everyone in the league, like this is everyone now. Only 5 guys have a 70 outfield range. Lenny Dykstra, he's a bit of a jerk and had a massive regression last year. Then again, so did most of the league. Marquis, who's a captain, also have to keep in mind. Eric Gendon, who is a noodle bat. Darren Lewis, who we've seen in San Fran and is also a noodle bat. And Devon White, who is a pending free agent and put up 6.2 wins above replacement. But the Jays don't want to let him walk. Even if we include Dishman, they're not letting Devon White leave. I'm willing to go to like 5.5 for the first 3 years. Drop these down, drop these down. Let's convert that last one into a team option requiring 120 games played, or vesting option rather. And let's convert one of these 30s years into... This makes me nervous. I don't even know why the Reds are in this bidding war. If we lose to the Reds, then we gotta go trade for Gibraltar. Hubbard and Moraga. Okay. I mean, it would clear the logjam we have in at catcher. What does Tony Monahan give us? Yeah, absolute noodle bat. That's a no from me, dog. All right, Rule 5 draft. We draft second. There are a sea of 65 range outfielders. Ricky Leday is available as a Rule 5 pick. He could rake, at least as a pinch hitter. Anthony Lewis. All right, hang on a second. Let's compare Lewis and Leday. So Leday has more room to grow. And I'd rather have the contact over the home run potential. And he does have better eye. Defensively, it's a wash. So one of Lewis or Leday is coming to this club. I'm not going to bother with Yolbert Cabrera or any of these other guys. Let's take a look at the pitchers. We were able to successfully pick up Michelli. So Benitez, the guy that they just traded for from Baltimore, is now exposed in the Rule 5 draft. But he hasn't pitched above single A, so I don't think that's really the right call. Storm Davis has a cool name, but I don't see him starting. Yeah, I think of the guys who are in the draft, we're going to go with either Leday or... Oh, hey, Corey Lytle. Jerk. Got it. Or Anthony Lewis. One of the two. Royals pick up F.P. Santangelo. Wow. That is a good find. I mean, Lewis at least has gotten to AAA. He won't be an absolute plug like Lede probably would be, who hasn't hit above single A, and when he was there, he wasn't that good. But Lede does have the better makeup. All right, Ricky. Scouting Pedro Swan for some reason. You know what? 3.5 wins above replacement in AAA. Yeah, we're gonna go with Anthony Lewis. Dave Henderson gone to the Cubbies. The day's still there, but I don't think he's ready for primetime yet. Yolbert might play over a guy like Jason Bates. Yeah, I actually have to option a bunch of guys down, don't I? Marginally better up the middle infield. I think Bates might be on his way out, actually. Either that or Arias is. Yeah, let's take Jolbert. And I think we're going to skip the rest. Garrett Anderson's still exposed in the Rule 5 because of course he is. Yeah, let's skip. And that's it. We lost Eric Davis and Dave Henderson, adding Jolbert Cabrera and Anthony Lewis. I don't get the reference, but yes, I did. Okay, so Brian Hunter, I think, is going to be trading block material. As is Arias. So let's option down Hunter. And Arias. I guess we'll keep Brea up. Nah, let's send him down too. Now, of Bowie, Bell, and Bollock, I think it's Bowie who we optioned down. He's already been optioned once this year. I wish that was an easy filter to, like, say, have you optioned this player yet or not? Let's keep Lamar and Ashley up. Wow, Tim Davis took a massive ratings drop. He's already been optioned once, so let's clear out all the cruft. No. We did just extend Moyer, so we're going to keep him. Christensen. Trying to get closer to a real, hypothetical real roster here. Send down Corey Bailey as our final promotion. On this side, we probably do not need 3 catchers. Probably. So Sprague Jr. is going to be option down. There, that's a 25-man roster. With all these guys ready to get the call up. Should be good. Actually, I'm not sure if it's that Eric Davis. Yes, it is. We gave him a minor league deal, and he was bad. I'm really, really nervous about that contract we gave Marquis. This has been going on altogether too long. I do see Nurse is already up and running, so I want to get a result. Oh my god. No, you know what? We're out. We're out. That's it. We can't do this anymore. There are other players I'd like to sign instead. In fact, by focusing all on just one guy, we've missed out on a whole bunch of folks. Maybe there's a pitcher we could go out and sign instead. I'm not going to do Kruk, no. Houston. Oh no, Houston acquired Travis Fryman? Wow, that's a haul! Holy! Perzinski as well as these guys? Kenny Rogers to the Blue Jays. Man, there's a lot of trades that go on when I'm not paying attention. Montreal's selling everything that moves. I know I need a center fielder. But I can't give $6 million to Marquis Grissom. Not in the cards. Who do the Jays want for Devon White? They're not even talking to us. Wait, they got Wetland? Ooh, okay. Jays are officially a wagon now. Cost them Clement, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is almost 5 o'clock. Yeah, we've been running long here. Because I'm stuck here trying to figure out if Marquis Grissom is the guy we want to go get. Or is it Otis Nixon, who's with the Orioles? You know what? I've been tarrying here long enough. I owe Nersha all of y'all's for the raid-in. I'm going to be doing some scouting in between streams. You might see me during the week as I try to figure this out. So, off to Nersha we go. Remember, the raid phrase is Rocky Raid. You'll see me next on Wednesday for the return of Waryology. It's Advanced Waryology. And then the rest of the 1994-95 offseason with the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters, most likely Saturday, but I may sneak in a stream during the week. We will see. Time is precious, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me today. Firage, take us out. Have a great rest of the week, everyone.